خليل
ايوه
ازيك؟
تمام. انت
How's
كيف؟
it going? All good.
الحمد لله as usual دايما very late very مكركبين و never
Time.
never on time, you know what I mean.
Mr. Time.
الا ما Mr. Time. First of all نقلنا السيت اب من
صح.
الصالون الى غرفة النوم
Football matches.
كرمال بس كم جيم فوتبول مشان الوالد ما يبهدلنا. So explains المعرض الآثار اللي موجود هون. So okay, UFC
Two events. Fight Island
UFC
1,
Fight Island 1 and 2.
Island 2.
Yeah, we were late to both of them.
We're not late for 2.
هلا أقول not late for 2 بس for one. Let's start with let's go to the Arab MMA part when it comes
What,
to one. Let's be a bit biased, right? إنه أنا
Yeah,
يبقى
bro,
عربي.
احنا عرب.
You know خلينا
Made
نحكي
it.
عن العرب. Right. So first fight of the
Mounir.
main card, Mounir Lazzez
Against
عبد
الرحمن الحسن. عبد الرزاق الحسن.
Right, dangerous guy. He came into that fight, bro, 10-1.
9 knockouts.
عبد الرزاق.
First round.
Yeah, and almost all his fights were
round
first round knockouts. The guy is an animal, right? But the thing is, you have to take into consideration he was on a 2-year gap before this fight.
Probably rusty and stuff.
For some issues, yeah, أكيد إنه the ring rust and so
Yeah.
on. هلا so Mounir comes in, you know, to fight this really dangerous guy. Mounir كمان from يعني his own record speaks for himself. He came into that fight 9-1.
Yeah.
His only fight that he didn't finish by and he didn't finish it KO or so on. We were at it at UFC Warriors. UAE Warriors. That's a funny one. UAE Warriors. It went to decision.
Yes.
مهم Mounir, a very dangerous guy.
Fight starts, bro. Hassan fucking loads on
That's the usual,
barrage
right?
of strikes.
Exactly,
This guy
'cause-
stands Muay Thai defense.
Yeah, because who عبد الرزاق, that's his style, right? Before just throw punches and knock
Loading
people
hard.
out in the first round. And then
Shocked he stood, bro. Like first 40 seconds he was just standing, taking them punch after punch after punch.
Yeah, 100%.
Then 40 seconds in he started a bit with the head movement,
100%.
a bit like circling around the octagon.
Look, before we get into the fight itself, Mounir, head striking coach at Team Figueiredo Dubai,
Yes.
right? He's been there for a while. So he has the the دعم, the backup, the facility to train at and so on. So that's him. That's the background يعني about Mounir. So the fight starts. Oh, it was scary, man. You know, عبد الرزاق just
Thought he was gonna
unloading.
knock him out.
عبد الرزاق unloading bombs.
تحس he was like nervous maybe, or like
I don't
maybe the pressure
like
got into him. I don't know.
like
Probably.
no. In the first minute, what do you do when the guy is coming at you that
He
hard?
weathered the storm
100%. But
perfectly.
like
And
the
from
guy,
there,
is it really?
I
You know what I
really
mean?
loved his striking, man.
Oh yeah, no, but أنا عم بحكي about him taking the beating in the first round.
That's dangerous, man.
And okay, the guy
he
عفيك,
has a
you know,
chin.
Mounir has a chin.
He has a
all
chin for days.
I'm all with that, but
Uh,
if it's not Abd الرزاق, anyone a bit higher level, right? I would say.
Abd الرزاق knocked out Nico Price, bro.
هلا أنا معك. Okay, fine. But that was
Yes, power.
that
He's
was
almost top 15.
after that, bro. Nico Price went on a rampage.
Okay.
By the way.
He's almost top 15. Like you would
Okay.
rank him somewhere there.
ممكن let's say. بس قصدي إنه you
You don't
know.
want to take this damage. It's
هلا هو
unnecessary.
he's a welterweight, right?
Yes. Sir.
هلا imagine you standing like that in front of Tyron Woodley, in front
be
of
sleeping.
Masvidal, in front of any of the top even Kamaru or Kobe. You know what I mean? You can't just depend on I'm gonna stand that typical Muay Thai block of I'll just and just take punches. هلا ليك throughout the fight he showed his slip and slide. يعني the guy has head movement.
His nickname Sniper. On point.
He's a wahsh. Weathers the storm.
Watching this is
Yes.
Like,
Weathers the
it's my
storm.
second time watching him, but I loved the whole striking, bro. He's elite.
Like, he's beautiful. The knees
Mixing
to the
it up
body.
with the knees,
The knees was
kicks,
something he
leg
was
kicks,
using.
Body kicks, head kicks.
Yeah.
This lead elbow.
The
that
lead
was throwing,
elbow.
oof,
100%.
amazing.
Yeah, these are very beautiful.
He worked him like all around.
Shows you his fight IQ level.
Solid striker,
right?
yeah.
He uses all his
Picked it
striking. First round, Weathers the storm. Second round, unloads, man. At one point, and then after, like he unloads and Abd الرزاق takes it off.
Yeah. It like since the سيبك من the first minute, from the first minute onwards, he controlled the pace of the fight. Like he would engage
of the second round.
No, from the first round he would like engage, circle around, re-engage.
Yeah,
like
but
he was
what I mean, yeah, the guy did control.
قلب الfight into
Mounir was when Mounir was fighting at his
I
pace.
just didn't like a bit maybe the part where he seemed unfocused شوية, like maybe looking
between
around.
The Bro,
his
the guy
called it. Like stay focused, you know, you don't want to do this stupid shit.
I'm with you, right? But then again, you know, you're in, like especially man كواحد عرب, right? وقد في بظهره مسؤولية, like you know what I mean? Like all the Arab guys, like
a lot of pressure on him.
He was the first one to represent us, right? قبل the Iraqi guy ما معقول نسيت اسمه Amir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Amir, like, you know, he's not really. Yeah, no, the guy's Swedish basically.
No,
so
Iraqi living in Sweden.
From his he was born
born in Iraq, no bro.
بس انه هاجروا على بكير.
على بريطانيا.
And then قعد ببريطانيا. Yeah, صح, exactly. He has the passport, but he lives and he trains out of England. Shoot fighters in England. هلا نرجع لمنير. So I don't blame him. How that moment he had with his coach between the second and the third, I believe. Man, come on, you're in. You've made it to the UFC. You know what I mean?
You're doing good.
You're winning. I get it from a coach's perspective. You don't want your fighter to lose focus or just finish the job at hand وكذا. But him in his place, yeah, man, fucking, you know, enjoy every moment. Take it all in.
Good call out, come on.
Take it all in. Mike Perry, yeah. Well, wait, let's finish. So, second round unloads. After he unloads, I felt like he slowed down a bit, right? Because he put a lot. Don't get me wrong, like he was still controlling the pace of the fight, but he was a bit slower. Because of that.
But Hassan got so tired as well.
Yeah, but I think, bro, because he's almost
from the first round.
He's almost never seen a second round. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you don't fight these rounds,
I think
you know.
Mounir best needs to work a little bit on the ground game.
Thank you. Let's get to that. So he takes him down, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Takes him down twice.
He's a judo black belt. اسمه ايه ده?
Abdelrazak. Yeah. So he takes him down twice or three times during the fight. But the thing is, if you look at it from a very technical wrestling perspective, you know, he was taking him down with his head on the outside. You know, any other guy who still مثلا has some gas or whatever it is, you try to do that to them, bro, they guillotine you quick, you know. And don't get me wrong, yeah, he would go down, he would go to the side, he would go to the opposite side of the guillotine, which is the way you're meant to defend it, right? You don't go to the same side, he gets you opposite side, there's some leverage, and you don't get choked out. But حتى when he was sitting in side control, he was just sitting there.
Yeah, it wasn't really active.
You know, even when he was in mount.
He threw a few knees.
Even when he to the body, he wasn't mount. Yeah. He wasn't mount. I believe, I'm not sure if it's the second or the third, but he wasn't mount, and you didn't see, like, I thought, like, look, okay, you're not a ground type of guy, okay? But I expected him to unload. This is the beautiful watch I have اللي بتقعد بتدق when it's 12 something. هلا بتوقف. فقصدي انه هو كان قاعد in mount, right? And I was expecting طب okay, you're a striker, man, at least throw your elbows.
Yeah.
Right? Do something. From side control, he had some very good position in side control. We didn't see that much يعني كمان of movement.
But the ref was quick in like standing them
yeah.
back up.
Okay, fine. I'm with you.
To our last video.
But yeah, whatever, fine. But يعني from his side, look good on him, you know. He showed like هو don't forget إن هو جاي عم بيمثل عرب. Dana White sitting right there, so you have to show your skill set.
I think this will open the path.
Exactly for Arabs.
Mustafa. For Arabs, of course, like Arab MMA.
Yeah.
This Fight Island thing will open some eyes on this region.
100%. وهلا you have the Vegas cards, you know, in August and September. They're on very shaky grounds, and Dana clearly said he's like, fuck it, man.
Wow. Imagine
have Fight Island.
Let them some crazy fights.
Let them run them all here, and hopefully by August, September, يعني maybe at least بيكون في شوية fans. It will be nice.
Definitely be there.
Right? So لنكفي لمنير. So he controls. He has to work. أكيد he has to work on his ground game, a bit on his wrestling, but not taking anything away from him. What a fucking guy, bro. عن جد رفعنا راسنا يعني عمل كثير منيح.
فخر لينا.
فرجة bro إنه يعني level of striking اللي عنده. If you just talk pure striking, man, those stretched out lead knees or the lead elbows and the knees to the body, man. Those are some beautiful. That's some beautiful work. Really, that's some beautiful work. So it opens the door أكيد like you said for recognition of Arab born and bred fighters. There's a couple of guys that we know. في top guys, you know, مثل ما منير قال عندك جراح. أنا for me, from all the Arab guys left outside مثلا to enter the UFC, look, all of them can enter the UFC and fight, right? There are some names, but someone who can really make it and get to the top 5 مثلا is definitely Jarrah. He can, I mean, and work his
really
way.
Good,
bro, Jarrah is a monster.
Top 5 is not an it's
على أكيد he's not gonna fight once and get to top 5. بس قصدي he can, bro. He has the kid. Oh no, the guy has the talent. He has the team behind him. He has a very crazy team. Shishani, bro. Those guys, you know, insane with the ground game. His striking, I'm not really sure who he works striking with, but the guy is a straight up gangster. Really can make it far in the UFC.
والله لازم.
And then, you know, مثل ما أنت قلت, it cuts or it makes the path for the boys, you know. Shout out Mustafa
Radi.
Yeah, Mustafa, bro.
He's fighting UAE Warriors.
He's fighting on Saturday, right?
July 31 هيبقى مع العيد تقريبا.
مش هيدا next weekend. Yeah, next weekend Saturday he fights.
Friday.
Saturday, I believe.
July 31 is a Friday.
Whatever it is, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My boy is fighting again at welterweight.
Yes.
UAE Warriors.
12, I think.
Do we know his opponent?
I don't know his name.
He
mentioned something, but it's not confirmed yet from UAE
For me,
Warriors.
I don't care, bro. My boy Mustafa gonna go in.
Let's go, Mustafa.
Gonna go in, get the job done quick. The guy is is a very skilled fighter. You know, forget the fact, you know, he's a friend of ours and so on. But you look at him, you know, you look at his style, you look at the work he puts in, you look at the effort. The guy is in the Arab scene right now is ranks very high, and I believe another 4, 5, 6 fights and the guy can easily cut it into the UFC. Inshallah, and he's on the way. And there's also other guys.
Best of luck, Mustafa.
Yeah, man. في عندي كمان, I believe, you know, if he gets the no, forget those guys, the top. عم بحكيك هلا مثلا الشباب تعولنا. For me, man, حمودي خيو لكوتش. Yeah, man. If this guy can get a fight, can get a few fights, you know.
He deserves a fight.
100%. The guy وحش. Look, he's a وحش. He's raw talent. Wait, maybe the word is not raw talent. Raw strength, you know. The guy's an athletic by heart, you know, and has the heart for it. All he needs, really, is a mentor. Besides management, is a mentor to really put him on the path and so on. مشان ما نطول. So Mounir comes in, destroys it, calls out Mike Perry, right? هلا نحن قلنا is that if he stands with Mike Perry the same way he did and he defended with Abdel Razzaq, Mike Perry can put you to sleep. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, don't get me wrong, he can fight him at a distance. Like what's his name? Mounir can keep him at a distance
easily.
You know,
like he's capable of doing that.
Yes, but if he doesn't and he gets caught and he stands in that one stand, you know, it's gonna be tough. So we talk about the next Arab guy, which is on the
Amir
next
Ghazi,
card,
which was UFC Fight Island 2.
Mounir was Fight Island 1. عنا Amir بضلني انسى اسمه. Amir comes in مثل ما قلنا, Swedish, lives in England, flyweight, comes in
2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice, right? He comes in with a 12-1 record.
Yeah.
Right? Very good, very solid guy, very stand-up guy. Comes in, 2 weeks notice, first round,
Beautiful.
They're striking. What's his name? His opponent initiates the takedown, correct?
No, he puts a single leg.
Was it him who puts in the single leg?
Amir did the single leg, took him down. Went to mount.
Passes guard, 100%. Next thing you know, as the guy is kind of bridging to the side, he throws in the most beautiful triangle and catches him in a triangle, and good job. What a guy.
He's solid. His record, he has like knockouts, decisions.
By the way, Tneineton have a lot of submissions and a few like stoppages, you know, if it's KO or TKO. Yeah, and for him to do what he did to him on the floor, بهذه الطريقة beautiful. عن جد, what a guy. Did us well. So I think that's Arab's MMA kind of shut down and closed. Our next topic would be
UFC Fight Island 2.
Should we go to 1 first?
Okay.
We'll do one,
Let's
right?
go
So
through
we
it.
spoke about our Arab boys. We spoke about Amir. We have on that card, the main event was
Calvin Kattar.
Calvin Kattar and Dan Ige, right?
Yes.
What a
What a
beautiful fight. يعني,
صح.
what is there to say? Only thing I can say صراحة is that Ige should have focused more on the lead leg kick because Kattar leans heavy on his foot.
Kattar is أصله لبناني ها.
شو بعرفني.
That's what
Is
I
he?
heard or read somewhere.
شو بعرف.
Maybe.
عافية شو
Speaking
بدي
of
أقول.
Arab fighters.
Kattar صار من عنا ها.
Kattar.
لا شو كنا عم نقول. So
Yeah,
that
lead
fight,
leg kick.
you know, the first round he comes in very slow pace,
Yeah.
very
They were just,
technical,
trying
feeling
to get
feeling each other out, but
خلي
definitely
بالك,
wins that
it was
one.
their first time to fight 5 rounds, both of them.
Yeah, it was a main event first
Yeah.
time, so they were taking their time. They didn't want to gas. In the second round, Dan throws like a weird overhand left hook type of thing.
Yeah, it's like a mix of an overhand and a left hook. Breaks his nose.
Lands
easily,
flush
but
on the
just,
nose.
Kept on touching his nose non-stop.
Breaks his nose, breaks his
sure.
nose in the second round.
For sure.
Dan takes so the first round Calvin,
Yeah.
second round Dan,
Ige.
and then third, fourth, fifth.
Third was close. A bit.
Yeah, but then fourth and fifth, you know, in the
Fourth and fifth,
championship,
rounds, Kattar
he-
showed that
he
had
showed-
a lot of...
yeah,
He paced himself better.
the
بحس.
guy exactly.
Plus, Ige's eye was shut.
Yeah,
towards the
شفتها?
end.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
couldn't see.
He
But
kept
then-
on throwing that right, fam.
But then what's worse, man? A closed eye or a broken nose in the second round?
It's
You
hard,
get me?
but like if you have a closed eye, you're not gonna be seeing the strikes coming.
Yeah,
in,
but if you have a
take
broken
hell of
nose, you know,
damage.
you can't
Oh,
breathe through your nose because
That's
like an
another
Eddie
thing, yeah.
Alvarez thing happens and your
Your
fucking
eyes pop up.
your eyes blow up.
But
you
he
know
didn't
what
blow
I
his
mean?
nose.
He didn't, yeah. But I'm saying the whole fight means you're gonna have to start breathing from your mouth. Breathing from your mouth means
That's why these guys are fighters, bro. They
Hey.
overcome these situations.
true. But so does breathing from your mouth means? It means you're susceptible to get knocked the fuck out, bro.
Of course.
You get what I mean?
Of course.
So the guy Wahsh, I thought,
kept good distance with the range.
yeah,
and stuff.
he's a rangy, lanky guy. I thought that if Dan focused on the lead leg kick, or and from what I saw, because he leans heavy on his lead leg, he could have changed that pace of that fight. He could have changed the outcome of that fight.
Featherweight looking good.
If he featherweight, there's a big mix in featherweight, right? So you
Alex
look at Alex,
Volkanovski,
Max,
Zabit,
there's Zabit,
T-City,
there's the T-City, Korean Zombie,
Zombie,
there's Yair Rodriguez, there's
Calvin
what's his
Kattar.
name, Calvin Kattar. You know what I mean? Featherweight is looking
Yeah.
nice and healthy.
coming,
So that is a good max up. Hala, they tell you what's next for Calvin, right? And hala, you have the whole thing between TC and Korean Zombie. So these two are kind of like in
maybe
the
Yair.
maybe Yair. Why not, man? Yair is coming off his last fight was a crazy knockout
Yeah.
last second when he was losing the fight against the Korean Zombie.
No, I fought after it.
Who did he fight?
He had this fight when like he.
BJ Penn? No.
No man, no. He like kicked him in the groin. مع اسمه ايه ده? Jeremy Stevens.
They fought twice.
Like they fought once.
But he was losing, come in.
No, he wasn't losing.
No,
he was-
Jamie Stevens was winning. Was losing that first fight.
Yeah,
before they
that
stopped
fight.
it.
I poked him.
At the first
It was
fight,
an eye poke.
and then the second
he
fight
won.
come in, he won him. Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I apologize. For the guy is a G, really. You know what I mean? And
I
then
love Yair.
you have that mix. He could fight anyone. Like right now, they can throw Calvin onto anyone.
So
Really?
Who does Zabit get?
But
Max?
I want Zabit to fight.
Max? #1 contender.
But then you think, who gets Volkanovski next?
Tricky.
The,
But I feel Zabit can't go to Volkanovski على طول. He needs one more win.
why not? He's been so impressive in the UFC.
So impressive, but
طيب اوكي انا
beat
معك.
anyone like
Okay,
top 3.
صح طيب انا معك.
You need to beat
Then
someone top 3.
who fights Volkanovski now?
Max again. Max got robbed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, so we had that.
This was Fight Island 1.
This was the main event of Fight Island 1.
Who
was,
we forgot something.
who
Fight
was
of
the
the night
corner?
of Fight Island 1 was Mounir.
Yeah, it was
Bravo.
Mounir
50
Lazzez.
Gs.
Shout out Mounir, 50 G's. Give us some of that money, bro. Oh my god.
يستاهل مبروك عليه.
Now I look at half the stuff, bro. بقول هلا اذا بيعهم بعمل لي شوية مصاري. Anyways, Okay,
Fight
so
Island 2.
that was the fight of the night. Who was co-main event of Fight Island 1?
Tim Elliott and some guy. It was a boring fight, صراحة. I didn't.
Yeah, Elliot and the other guy. I remember that. طيب, we go on to Fight Island 2.
Yeah, Fight Island 2 was nice.
Nice.
Had this Brazilian اسمها ايه؟
Oh my
Brazilian
god.
Polish.
Oh my god, the knee bar.
Oof,
Bro, do you see
bro.
the picture?
صح؟
بتخوف. But this is what fighting
Knees
is,
cringed,
bro.
bro.
You wanna do something like that, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Anyways, we move on to the
Fight of
fight
the night. Fight Island 2.
fight of the night is Mark DeCasey or JKC and Rafael Fiziev, okay? So he comes in 14-3, Mark DeCasey. Very impressive guy. Both of them 27 years old. You know what I mean? 27 years old in this game. And you have a lot of the guys in their prime is when they're hitting 30, right?
Yeah.
So 27 years old is a very good
Like
place to be.
To start peaking.
Yes, JKC had some really notable fights in the
He
UFC.
fought some
You know, he
hard
fought
guys,
Joe
bro.
Duffy. He fought Dan Hooker. He had the guy I like.
Venata.
Lando Venata, the
Yeah.
only guy who gave Tony
a
Ferguson
hard time.
a hard time before
rocked him.
Justin came in and
Yeah.
destroyed planet Earth. But
I
So,
loved
yeah.
Fiziev's
so
Muay Thai style.
JKC is
Flashy.
he's you know, he's fought some guys. You know, he's been in the UFC for a
American
while.
top team. Flashy.
American
hard.
top team. You know, the guy's a wash. Comes in to fight Fisayev, who is Alex Volkanovski's striking coach
Yeah.
in Tiger Muay Thai.
No, not Alex Volkanovski. Peter Yan. We always confuse both of them.
But oh shit, Peter Yan. No, Volkanovski also train. He doesn't
No,
train out of
Volkanovski is
Tiger.
مع Izzy و Eugene Bearman and these guys.
Yeah, but he also goes to Tiger Muay Thai.
Really? I don't know.
Anyways, doesn't
But he
fucking
tra-
matter.
I-
No, he does. He does go there sometimes because I know some like مثلا where there's Tariq Sulaiman,
Okay.
if you know him.
Yes.
Used to be the champ at UAE Warriors. He posted some pictures with him. Used to. Anyways, that's not a thing. So it's Peter Yan's head coach. He is the head striking coach, one of the head
In
striking
Tiger.
coaches in Tiger Muay Thai, right?
Trains in Thailand.
So
Guys are killers.
the guy really is a wash.
Bro, the body kicks.
Comes into the UFC with a 7-1 record. You know, the guy wash. This was his debut fight,
No.
right? Visayev.
No. He had.
No. He lost his debut fight to Ramazan. I forgot the full name, but he loses his debut fight, and then he wins his next two fights.
Yes.
One of them is this one. So, what did he show us in that fight? What did he display?
Body kicks. Bro, did you hear the sound?
Scary.
It's like a
Scary.
كرباج.
Especially لما تكون انت هلا انه there's no جمهور
You can
and
hear
you
it.
hear it. لا, it was really some damaging stuff. Like اتذكر نحن عم
I don't wanna
نحضرها,
be in
bro. I'm like,
cases.
oh my god, bro.
That's
That's
like بتلسع.
that's عذاب. He was hitting the body, the kicks to the body.
وجيكيسي أصلا slows down for
They
plus these body
engaged.
kicks.
Yeah, they engaged a few times. Like JKC was in there the whole time.
Yeah.
The guy took
Shook
some hits to the body and was there, you know.
He stayed there till the last second.
Yeah.
He showed in boxing, JKC was winning.
Yeah.
But
What's his name, man? Yeah, even the boys at the commentary table at the
Yeah,
UFC, they said that he needs to work a bit more on his boxing.
yes,
You know what I
boxing
mean?
is a bit
Because he has a Thai, like Michael Bisping was talking about it. He has a more of a Thai type of attack.
threw a nice elbow
And
as well.
he plants, by the way, he plants.
He loads up.
Yeah, he plants and he loads up, right? So I think this guy in a 5-round fight, like how would he do, right?
Yeah.
But you can't take anything away
Yeah.
from him.
He has so much power. It's crazy.
absolutely destroyed, and he kept the pace. Like,
Yeah.
but honestly, he didn't slow down.
Bro, yeah, he was like pressure.
He didn't slow down.
Pressure, octagon control. He just kept on مش chasing, but like زنقه, you know, like the whole time.
Did a very, very
He won all
Amazing.
3 rounds, definitely.
100%. Okay.
And fight of the night, مبروك ليهم.
Yeah,
50 Gs.
yeah, 50 G's.
We
I'll
need
send
1
you.
G.
I'll send you my IBAN number. We go to the main event, right?
Co-main event.
You wanna go to? Oh my god!
I know هتزعلك بس نعمل ايه.
Bro,
We're all
I
disappointed
had,
as well.
I
We're all
had-
disappointed
I had so much expectation.
for this fight in general because these guys are both.
I don't
good.
give a fuck
Kelvin.
About
he's a nice guy.
Like, yeah, the other guy's a G, bro. I get it, but you know, Kelvin. For people who don't know, I took some pictures with him when he came to the UFC.
You stared off with him.
Actually, I went up to him and he spoke to me like he's compared.
Really chilled.
Remember, compared to everyone, people were going up just to take pictures. Like he gave me the time. He gave me the time, yeah, and he spoke to me, and I was telling him, yeah, shout out Kelvin, bro, please. And
you need to put this picture in the video.
Yeah, I'll try to edit it in. إلا ما bro خوف أهلي bro. I'm trying to hold it in place, bro. Fucking shitting my pants. What are you saying? So I've been following his career ever since the Ultimate Fighter. You know, when's the Ultimate Fighter? Had a lot of weight issues at welterweight. You know what I mean? Moves up to middleweight, and he's a small middleweight. You know what I mean? Like, no size, height wise, let's say. But comes in, he's healthy. I believe he has one of the sickest boxing in the UFC roster. You know, he's one of you know how مثلا Dos Santos, remember Dos Santos? You know, no, not Rafael, Junior Dos Santos. Like that level boxing, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I think, bro, he has it, and the guy really is a wahsh. He's well-rounded, trains jiu-jitsu at 10th planet, so you know, so that's why I was shocked. But everyone was shocked. I didn't see it coming. I don't know if he saw it coming.
Sir Manson is a beast on the ground.
Like, yeah, bro, he got it.
He's a
Martin, he attempted it 2-3 times. But like, how it happened, so he throws a body, he throws a right to the body, then he swings over to the head, misses, the guy, Hermanson holds him, tries to take him, fucking Kelvin, bro, بيشاول حول, throws him on his back.
But then Hermanson was aggressive, مش aggressive, but dangerous off his back.
Yeah, he attempts the first heel hook, doesn't get it, attempts the second one, and he gets it, and
most of his finishes come through the ground. حتى his knockouts or TKOs.
I really didn't want to talk about this.
Hermanson's up there, huh?
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, good for him.
Stop hating.
I'm not hating at all. I'm just زعلان جدا, you know, because
even Kelvin is disappointed.
Kelvin is my boy. Like you know, no one really would think, you know, I don't know, man. Especially coming into this fight.
The Ultimate Fighter, like fans just tend to be with them a bit more.
It's not just that, man. It's like after the Izzy fight, you know, the Izzy fight is insane, bro. The Izzy fight just shows you the heart. And 2-2. It got fight of the year, no?
For sure. War of the year.
Was it in 2020 that fight?
2019.
No. Yeah.
It was April 2019.
Man, that was an insane fight. And then afterwards he fights Dan Till when he comes to middleweight, which is a fucking terrible fight.
It wasn't a nice fight.
Like, it was a boring fight, you know, so I was very upset. I was like, you know, this is the fight that he's gonna come in, he's gonna, you know. And I believe he was there, you know, mentally, because leading up to that fight, he was very calm. He was saying, you know, I'm in a very tranquil place. He's living that.
Sometimes things don't work.
You know, but fucking hell, you know, yeah, exactly. Sometimes things don't work, you know. He took it very classy way.
Yeah.
He took it on the chin. He's like, you know, I'll come back, whatever. And I really want him to come back because I know he deserves to be in that top mix. But the middleweight division is a scary division. You know what I mean? Now we have now we have Izzy and Paulo Costa, you know, finally that's settled.
It's not like Romero's fight. Like
I don't think I don't think Paulo
Costa will
Paulo Costa will come out. Haydek, bro, I don't even want to talk that fight. I don't even want to talk about it.
I wish this fight becomes in Abu Dhabi somehow, somewhere.
Man,
somehow, somewhere we end up being there.
What a thing, bro. That fight really is to determine. Not really is to determine. But if Izzy wins this one and gets through such a dangerous animal in Paulo Costa, then what can stop Izzy?
Or what's next for him? He kind of took this division.
Mahal division. So? But who's in the mix right now for middleweight?
Robert Whittaker. Maybe Darren if he beats Robert Whittaker.
Okay.
Which is UFC Fight Island 3 next week.
We have the champ.
مين تاني Romero خلاص he got his chance.
Bro, you fought like 2-3 times, no?
Yeah.
But man, the thing is, if Yoel just anyways,
that's not always deserve his chance.
That's not حديثنا هلا.
Yeah, it's not.
So middleweight, you have Paulo Costa and Izzy. That's a beautiful fight. You know what I mean? Beautiful fight. You really can't wait for that. So
they have the Ultimate Fighter as well.
What?
They're filming it now. They're doing something. They're the coach of the
Anyways.
Ultimate Fighter.
Let's talk
Main event.
about the main event.
Megan.
I love Megan. Shout out Megan.
Shout out Megan. Sarah, I love
Megan,
her
I
too.
love you, and I really hope I find a woman like you someday in my life. That's so true, man.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Huh?
That's so true. Anyways,
This is
So,
Benavidez' fourth
let's
fight.
talk about the fight itself. Yeah. So Joseph Benavidez has been fighting in the since the WEC,
Yeah.
right? And when the UFC took over the WEC, and he was there. He fought Demetrius twice, I think, right?
Yes.
He fought Demetrius twice. He fought, and now what's his name? Davison.
Yeah.
He fought him twice. Okay, and both were for the title. And this is his fourth title run, and no one, I think, has ever gotten that many
Four
shots at
times,
the
yeah,
title.
that's a lot.
So before we go into the fight itself, actually, you know what? Let's talk about the fight, and then I'll tell you what I have in mind.
Okay.
So the first fight ends in the second round. Fucking hits him with a straight right hand
His right hand
on the jaw,
Figueiredo.
man. It drops like a sack of potatoes and then finishes him. Right?
What's his name again? Eh?
Davison Figueiredo.
Figueiredo.
Yeah. Davison. They just say Davison. That's the easier part of the name.
Davis.
So Davison, you know, comes into the first fight overweight. So that's why he couldn't get the belt,
Yeah.
remember?
صح.
Yeah, so he comes in, he misses weight because, bro,
He's big.
now that he's
flyweight.
fighting at 125, right?
Yes.
At flyweight. At bantamweight, the guy can be scary.
Yeah.
If you, with a bit
I
more
think
weight on him.
He will move up.
With a bit more weight on him, man. He
Does
can be
wanna
extremely.
face Peter Yan, who looked like an animal?
I think
Allah
at 135 he can beat him.
Let's see.
Really.
He's
Because
so,
I
like,
think he's
so
more
powerful.
well-rounded.
He's very well rounded.
Yeah,
very
I think he's
powerful.
more rounded when it comes, and when you start talking the wrestling and the ground game.
So we come into this fight.
So this fight, come in, same fight. We run it back again. He makes weight this time,
Yeah,
thank
for the
God.
belt.
So now he can fight for it. So now he can earn the belt. First round starts, knocks him down with a
Overhand
right
right.
hook that hits like
Overhand right.
the top of the temple,
And he
and
lags.
he drops, and he shuts off. Even
Yeah.
the commentary said he got knocked
Like,
out, and then
He
woke up with a guy on your back who 4 times tries to get you in a rear naked choke.
Benavidez showed a lot of heart though. He fought the choke. There was one choke that was right there, right under the chin, and he just fought his. He showed, bro. He's a warrior.
The
He has
guy-
experience.
Like Wahash, bro, he fights like 4 different rear naked choke attempts.
Yeah.
Survives,
And he's wobbly, like, he's
survives,
knocked down
gets back onto his feet, gets knocked down again, gets back
on
up,
his feet and
and then the third time, boom, again knocks him down. Same
just
thing.
didn't see the right hand, or like when he
He
would
just
throw,
couldn't take
his
it.
timing was wrong. Every time he'd like try to throw something, Davison would like throw the right and knock him down, stun him, wobble him, whatever you want to call it. So
Man, when you've been fighting for that long, and you're taking those hits, like maybe that's a factor, that I cannot take that much damage, because either Davison is a wahash and really his punches are that strong in that division, or Joe, because every hit كان عم بتجيبه أرض.
yeah,
Almost
I think
every
the
single
first
strike.
overhand.
Yeah,
got him, like,
that lasts,
it's
for a
like
while.
he never came back
Yeah,
to the
Exactly. So on the third one, he knocks him down again,
takes the back. And
gets into his
he
gets
doesn't
into the
tap
ground.
though. He chokes him out like the. What a guy!
You know what? That's a fighter for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those
But I think that's it for him. Like, with the
those are
title fights.
those are scary people. Like when it comes to title contention, like there's no more. I think the only reason Masan they ran it so many times is that the flyweight division is almost dead.
Yeah,
right.
it is a good division.
And I really think it's about time they kind of join it into the bantamweight division, or create a weight that's a bit over when it's not one, between 125 and 135.
Because the 135 is good. Why you wanna
135 is
have
stacked.
Peter Yan, Sean O'Malley?
You know what I mean?
Cody,
It's a good, yeah,
TJ when
Cody.
he's back. Like, it
TJ
is
when he's back from
It was never a
suspension.
bad division.
What?
Flyweight has always
Bantamweight.
been an issue.
Yeah,
bantamweight.
flyweight has been an
Yeah,
issue.
issue.
You know what I mean? And
Maybe Amir becomes the champ. Inshallah.
hella, yeah. But I don't know what's gonna, like, Davison is a monster,
Yeah,
right?
crazy.
Monster. But who, like, in the flyweight division, like,
Sergio Pettis.
بس Ige is in Bellator.
Oh صح نسيت.
You know what I mean?
Who's there?
So exactly
Bunch
like
of nobodies.
like what do you do with the flyweight division? It's a very tough division.
Yeah.
Oh هلا for the title, man, like that should never happen again, really, like statistically wise. But then who no, I don't want to retire. Like in the press conference, in the post fight, he's like, no, he wants to keep going at this وكذا. And at this point, I say, إنه خلص صاحبي ريح حالك. You know, you've been doing this for
a while.
for a very long time. You know what I mean? And it's just
We saw him last year, صح? They
against
no, missed in the fight like.
oh yeah, he was here. Yeah, I have a picture with him.
Yeah.
I have a picture with him actually. Shout out.
Joseph Benavidez.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, bro. He's a straight up guy.
They're
But
all
then
nice guys.
I think
Stephen Thompson was the nicest.
that fight not just showed us the heart of Joseph Benavidez, but it showed us the heart of Megan O'Leary. And أنا bro, yeah, بس what a man, because really يعني wow. عن جد, what a woman, you know what I mean? She was like extreme support, and imagine how hard it is for her to watch him, you know, twice. Forget مش بس losing is one thing, and getting hurt is a whole different story. You know what I mean? And in both fights he got hurt. So what happens to Joseph Benavidez next? I have no idea. But it's time to hang it up, my friend.
We have UFC Fight Island 3 الختام coming soon.
Fight Island 3 coming soon. Yeah. But before that there was one more thing. So we spoke Arabs MMA, right? Yeah. We spoke Benavidez Figueiredo Davison. I forgot his name. Davison. Okay, so we got that. We spoke about Kelvin in the middleweight division, and Hermanson, bro. هلا يعني really it's that's a big step up for him. Yeah. Very well-rounded guys. There's a lot of guys on the up and up. The same card that Mounir fought in. There's a few guys who were debuting, and all of them like did extremely well in their debuts.